union saying, no, our proposed model would still result in the W being a profitable business. So just on that alone, we can see how far apart these two sides are. And now as that February 9th deadline comes, or excuse me, January 9th deadline comes on Friday, there are a couple different things that we could see happen. One, a deal get done, as Napheesa Collier said she's confident can happen. I'm being told that is less likely. So if that's not going to happen, we can see another extension be agreed upon, as it has happened a couple other times during these negotiations. The current agreement could just run out, but they could continue to negotiate in.
Now let's talk about the elephant in the room, Caitlin Clark. While Napheesa Collier is busy trying to burn the WNBA down from the inside, Clark is doing the exact opposite. She's filling arenas. She's driving ratings. She's dragging the league into relevance in ways it hasn't seen in years. And what does she get in return? A union vice president publicly declaring the league financially broken, while demanding higher pay from the same system she's actively undermining. The math isn't matching. Think about the position this puts Clark in. She's the face of the WNBA's resurgence, generating unprecedented attention and revenue, while her own union leadership is out here telling the world the league is unsustainable. How does that protect her interests? How does that secure her future? It doesn't. It's self-serving behavior dressed up as player advocacy, fans noticed. And they didn't hold back. Online reactions have been brutal, and deservedly so. People are calling the union's stance reckless, ill-conceived, and outright foolish. Collier has been getting roasted non-stop, not because fans hate players, but because this situation insults basic intelligence. You cannot serve two masters. You cannot be vice president of the WNBA Players Union while actively building and promoting a competing league. The conflict of interest isn't subtle. It's neon. Collier is effectively negotiating against the very league she's supposed to represent. She's sitting at the bargaining table saying, "Pay us more or we walk," while simultaneously constructing the place she wants players to walk to. That's not negotiation. That's leverage by sabotage. Call it what it is, and let's deal with the sustainability argument head-on. Yes, the WNBA has had challenges. But it's backed by the NBA. It has long-term TV deals. It operates across multiple cities. It has infrastructure, history, and, thanks to players like Clark, momentum. Unrivaled, by contrast, has private investors, a single location, a stripped-down format, and a business model that boils down to wealthy people are funding us for now. These are not comparable entities. One commentator put it bluntly, the WNBA could Thanos snap Unrivaled out of existence if it wanted to. And they're right. The league has the resources to crush a competitor. Collier is playing with fire while standing in a gasoline factory. That's the real tragedy here. There are legitimate conversations to be had about WNBA salaries, working conditions, and revenue sharing. Those issues matter. But Collier poisoned the well by tying those negotiations to her personal business interests. Once that happened, good faith bargaining became impossible. How are players supposed to trust union leadership when its VP has a clear ulterior motive? How is the league supposed to negotiate honestly with someone actively trying to poach talent and undermine its business model? They can't. Which is exactly why negotiations collapsed. Meanwhile, the players pay the price. Clark and her teammates are stuck in limbo while union leadership plays chess with careers that aren't theirs alone. Rising stars who helped elevate the league are now collateral damage in an internal war they never signed up for, and the attendance numbers tell the story better than any press release ever could. Clark is filling 20,000-seat arenas. Unrivaled is playing to crowds you could fit inside a high school gym. Fans who've attended both describe electric WNBA atmospheres versus near-funeral vibes at Unrivaled games. This isn't close. This isn't debatable. This is scale, and Collier fundamentally does not understand it. She's comparing a lemonade stand to Costco and asking why Costco isn't running more efficiently. The betrayal of trust is the worst part. Players elected Collier to represent them within the WNBA, not to build a personal empire, not to use her position as leverage for a side project, and not to wage war on the league itself. Instead, she weaponized her role, leaving the league destabilized and its biggest stars holding the bag. The precedent is dangerous. If this becomes normal, union leaders building competing ventures while negotiating, It destroys the foundation of collective bargaining in sports. And for what? So Collier can claim she stood firm? So she can point to failed negotiations as proof the league is broken, while ignoring the role she played in breaking it. The whole situation reeks of unchecked hubris, someone handed power and investor money and deciding the rules no longer apply. Bottom line, Collier gambled big and lost bigger. She bet she could force the WNBA's hand by threatening it with her thriving alternative. But that alternative isn't thriving, it's surviving on investor life support. Meanwhile, the WNBA, led by stars like Caitlin Clark, is actually growing, filling seats, and building real momentum. Collier is yelling that the sky is falling while standing under a clear blue sky. She tried to play both sides and ended up serving neither. And her failed power play didn't just hurt the league, it exposed why loyalty, trust, and credibility matter more than leverage ever will.